Hello there, welcome back to 90s Rusty Retros. And you're probably wondering why I've been gone for 3 weeks. Don't worry, nothing bad. I've just been really busy buying things I shouldn't be buying and fixing things off camera to show you these cool things that I find on Facebook. Anyway, we'll show you this in a minute, but at the moment, as you can clearly see, not much has happened. Yeah, we sort of hit a bit of a stall at the minute because I was so focused on getting another car running that I had to push everything aside on this one for now, because the idea was to have two cars to run. So if one went wrong, I'm talking about the Audi 80, but it's probably more likely to be the other one. You'll soon see. The idea is to have two in case one breaks down, I can still get to work, etc. Anyway, I'm sorry it's been 3 weeks. I do apologise. If you follow my TikTok, you would have seen why. But here we are. We are here now. I am back. And I'm going to show you my latest purchase from Facebook Marketplace. So I welcome you to a Mazda RX-8, which, if you do or do not know, is probably one of the most unreliable cars in history. But here we are. I now own one. I am the proud owner of said RX-8. It's a 53 plate, so it's an 03 baby. So it's only 2 years older than me. Anyway, I brought this off Facebook. I'm not going to tell you how much yet. You may laugh. I seen it. I wanted it. Went to view it. I brought it the next day because I'm irrational and I make purchases because I just don't care and I have no common sense and no financial support or stability. So here we are. Anyway, as you can see, it's a 2003 Mazda RX-8, one of the most notorious cars for problems. But we will go through those in a minute. But for now, what do you think? I think it looks pretty good. I don't think she's too bad. She's tidy for her age, I'll give her that. We'll do a quick walk around. Come on. So this is why I've been gone for 3 weeks. So, if you didn't know, these are rotary engined. They're not a normal cylinder engine. It's like a big Dorito. Look at the rear fog light. That tells you what the engine is. You can feel the heat coming off it from here. But, yeah, I couldn't be happier with this purchase, if I'm really honest with you. It needs a bit of love, bit of TLC, but nothing I can't handle. Anyway, I paid, he had it up for 800, I paid 7, and I'm very impressed. Now you'll understand why I paid £700 in a minute. So let me pan round and I will explain to you why this car was £700. So, this car was £700 off Facebook Marketplace. It was down the road from where I worked, about 10 minutes away, and half an hour away from where I now live. Anyway, I was scrolling through Facebook one night, as you all do, and you can't tell me you don't, as you all do, looking for cars you know you can't afford and know you want at the same time, and think, maybe I can find that money somewhere. Anyway, this was on Facebook Marketplace for £700, and I looked through the one picture that was on there, one picture, that's all there was, and a description of Mazda RX-8 does not run, engine flooded. That's all it said. Oh, and a tiny bit of welding required on one sill, which is that one, the passenger side rear. Tiny little pinhole, about that big, if that. Anyway, I went to view it because he said you have to see it. I seen it. Couldn't hear it run, obviously. He assured me it did run, which is always a risk and a gamble, especially on a rotary, but here we are. He assured me it ran. I sat in it. I had a good look round it, and you know what? There were so many things on it that just screamed to me, it'll be okay. It has, I think it's Continental Sports on the back and Toyos on the front tyres. It has this aftermarket spoiler from something, I don't know what for, and a lip spoiler. It has a stainless decat exhaust all the way to the back. It's lowered on coilovers already. It's got a map on it, so it's pretty quick, but it also drinks fuel. And I mean, it hemorrhages petrol. 30 quid in it I put in today. It was gone. I've just put another 30 quid in it. You burn it like there's no tomorrow. Because it's so fun to drive, you want to keep it in that rev band. And so you just burn all your fuel away. But you have a smile while you're doing it. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. Anyway, you can tell the rear lights are different. They're tinted and they're very pretty at night. Really pretty. The headlights do need a buff. The whole car needs a buff, really, and the wheels need a refurb because they look quite tatty. But other than that, she's relatively clean for 53 plate RX-8, and it runs so well. I'm amazed. So that was the story of how I came across the car. I'm not going to explain how I paid for it because someone would absolutely kill me, and I'm not going to even go into that topic of conversation. Don't worry about that. Anyway, she's a brilliant car, runs amazingly well, is a blast to drive, fantastic. It does have a bit of a tendency to have a bit of a starting issue, as most RX-8s do, but I do believe that's because of the coil packs, because all this car required from me to get it running was I deflooded it, which you'll see on my TikTok, that course will be an Audi AT. If you have a look, you'll see the deflood procedure that I did. Smoked like fuck is not the word. It didn't run brilliantly. I thought it might be just a little bit flooded still. Wasn't. Took the plugs out, cleaned them, no difference. Then it turns out I put the plugs in the wrong way because you have trail and lead. Bear in mind it's my first rotary, so I have no clue. So I put the plugs in the wrong way round, cleaned them up, put them back in, still no difference. Took them out again, cleaned them, put them back in, no difference. So I checked the MAF sensor, it was dirty, it looked oily. I changed that out, cleaned it. It started a little bit better, but not much, like running wise, no improvement. So tried to do the EC reset, nothing. I thought, right, it's got to be coil packs now. So I ordered one, and only one, which may be stupid in most of your eyes or anyone that had an RX-8 to do one, but I needed to see if it was a coil pack to see if it would run. So I ordered one from Euro for £68, Starline, not the best, but here we are. And it started straight up, and it ran. And I was the most happiest little kid going in the world. At 24 years old, I brought a 2003 Mazda RX-8 for £700, non-running, and got it running within 2 weeks, and it runs fantastic. Now, it isn't a daily. I will make that clear. I am not that stupid. It is a weekend toy, which is why we're here on a Sunday. And it'll probably be going out tomorrow because it's Bank Holiday Monday. Yes! Which means I can go out for more fun because it's a fantastic car to drive. You have to own one. You cannot say, oh, they're shit, they go bang, has it blown up yet? Apex seals are due. It's on 61,000 miles, it's got MOT till April next year. For £700. You've got nearly 200 horsepower through the rear wheels, a 4-seater coupe, with your mod cons, your aircon, your heated seats, your power windows, etc. All of that. You've got your practical boot, 4 cup holders. You can't get much better for 700 quid. I am staggered. It was still only £700 in cold cash. It amazes me. I am so happy that I have one. This is a dream car of mine from when I played Need for Speed and Midnight Club LA. If any of you played that fantastic game by Rockstar Games, check it out. That was in it, and it's lovely, and it's in the best colour, black. Red I'm not keen on, blue hit and miss. The yellow they did is a bit sickly, I'm not too keen on that. Black suits it just well. Silver's okay, a bit dull, but black I think really sets off the body lines. I mean, look at that hip line on the back, look at that rear arch and then the bumper lip, and oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I am really happy with this purchase. I'm very happy. I have no regrets, even though I've got to fuel it and tax it. And the tax on this is astronomical. Although I was told it's better than the newer ones. This is only $450 a year to tax, I think, or $460, I think. So it's slightly cheaper than the newer ones. I think the newer ones are more expensive. Insurance-wise, at 24 and... Is it 2 years I've been driving? I think it's 2 years I've been driving. Yeah, 2 years and 3 cars. It was 180 a month to insure both the red one and the Audi, the white one, alone. So £880 a month. To add this on, with declared modifications and everything else, it only puts it up to 230. I'm quite surprised because people told me it would be quite high, but it doesn't affect me. But it just goes to show, if you work for something you want, you can have it. Granted, I wouldn't want to pay 700 quid for another RX-8 because it probably won't be that easy to get on the road. But I am so in love with this car. Anyway, I'll stop ranting because that was an in-depth little rant there of how I came to buy it and all that and stuff. Let me show you what's wrong with the car for this money. So, problem number one is, you can probably see it, that rust spot there, just under the third brake light, which also needs replacing. This is very common on older RX-8s, very common rust patch, and they also rot behind the rear lights. Also common. This one's okay, luckily, except for that one patch there you can see. This rear light has a bit of condensation, you might just see the bubbles there, so that needs addressing. The rear bumper, I think this car's had a shunt, because if you look at the bumper lines, just see the clips. And I think if I come around this side, the arch liner might be hanging off again. Yeah, it's slightly hanging off the arch liner at the back. And you see some paint chipping on the seam of the bumper there. And if you look here, you can just see some hairline cracks in the paint. There's some down there as well, and there's scuffs and chunks out of the bumper down there. I'm pretty sure it's had a whack. And you'll notice it's got parking sensors that don't work. Definitely aftermarket. Don't like them, don't want them. So that's that bit. The wheels definitely need a refurb, especially that one now that I've just curbed it earlier today because I'm an idiot. This sill here has a hole in it, just a tiny hole, but I think it's weak to about this point. So what I'm going to have done is I'm going to cut all that out and sort that out. The other sill is absolutely fine. Now, if you walk down the car, you'll notice the arches have no bubbles. None. Not a one. Not too badly ding. There's a tiny little ping dent you can probably see there. Tiny little, I don't know what that's from. Stone maybe, who knows. There's no rust on the arches. There's a scuff there on the front bumper. The headlights do need a buff. The number plate is slightly needs reattaching properly. This wing is the only one with some bubbling just starting to creep in. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You might. There, yeah, you can just see it just down there. Just see a little bit. Just starting to feather its way in. It needs a good polish. There's a few marks, but nothing untoward. The only other thing that needs replacing is the rear window seal at the bottom here. As you can see that, it's sort of just fallen down. It needs to come all the way round, really. But if you open the door here and look inside, I remember I only paid £700 for this car. Remember that? £700, and you get all of this. I mean, come on. I mean, you look at that from there. That is a picture and a half. But yeah, like I said, 4-seater. Nearly 200 horsepower through the rear wheels. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously a manual. Don't get an auto one of these. That's just stupid. You always shut the rear door before you shut the front. Always, obviously. There's a bit of a rattle on that door. I need to sort that as well. I think it's the mirror. But yeah, she's very straight. She's straight, she's honest, and she's tidy. And like I said, it's 61,000 miles, or 62,000 now. MOT till April. 4 nearly new tyres, new brakes, pads, discs, new exhaust. Feels like it's had a proper clutch put in as well, I'll be honest. It's amazing what you can find on Facebook for that money. Like I said, you've got to take a gamble sometimes, and I think this is one of those gambles that has paid off, like the Audi 80 did. I am staggered that I got that for £700. I don't know. I don't know. There you go. And that is the thing that has killed half of these cars off. The Renesas multi-side port engine. And when they're working, they are a fantastic engine. They sing like nothing. They are fantastic. Look at the size of the airbox, by the way. Look at this. This is all airbox. This is your fuse box. Your battery's there, your coolant's there. I'm not sure what that is. I've not looked at that yet. You got your brake reservoir there, your washer bottle there, your ABSA dipsticks down there. Now, funny fact, a lot of people got rid of these. They got rid of them because they burned oil. They are designed to burn oil. That is what keeps those apex seals happy. And a lot of people thought it's not normal and got rid of it. But it is. It's very much normal. It's exactly what it's meant to do. It's designed to burn oil. And you're supposed to put premix in when you fill up, at every fill up at least. So yeah, that's the engine that killed these cars. Like I said, it's not a piston engine. It's not a generic engine as per se. It is a rotary engine, so it's just got like a big Dorito, and it just goes round in a circle, sort of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you get what I mean. That's not the actual fire pattern, but that's the simplest way I can explain it to you. Yeah, like I said, I don't think you could go wrong. There's a lot of bits on this car that look new. It's been very well looked after. It's very much clear and very apparent. You can just tell. But yeah, I am so happy with that. It's amazing. So well looked after. And it will be looked after here too. If anyone wants this RX-8, shoot me a comment. You can have it. You can buy it off me. But don't cheapskate me. I know what these are worth. I know what I have. Now, a lot of you will be thinking, another reason people got rid of these cars is because they're not very practical. Yes, they only seat 4 people. But when do you ever see a car actually carrying 5 passengers? You don't really. No one uses the middle seat because it's absolutely useless and no one wants to be in the middle seat. So why not just have 4? It's a 4-seater coupe. You buy it to have fun, not to be absolutely practical. Anyway, you can see the size of the boot there. I've got some of my junk in there. But it goes right back to where you can see that plastic lump there, which is the perfect size for an oil can, may I point out. Convenient. This goes right down. Right down there. But don't keep anything like shopping in there, because these cars get very hot at the back. Very hot. In fact, the boot floor is very warm. So don't keep any shopping or frozen goods back there, or anything you don't want to melt, or any cold drinks, because they won't stay cold. But yeah, like I said, very practical, very honest car. Now, what I'm about to prove to you is that a grown-up can indeed fit in the back seat of an RX-8. So as you see, that front door is now open, yes? I'll pull you that way. You think, you can't get in the back, Handle here. Seatbelt goes with it. Now, obviously, the seat is not where I would have it. So if I move this seat, only the front one is power operated, okay? Unfortunately. So, if I grab the handle, that seems about right. This is the best way I figured this out to do this. You put your butt in first, and then you do that. Now, in this position, I could sit here quite happily. So if I shut this door, it's very claustrophobic, I'll be honest, but you do have a little window. It doesn't open much, but it does provide you some ventage. But you know what? It's very claustrophobic in here, I'll be honest, but I could sit here for a little while without a problem. I don't think I would find that unbearable. I'd quite happily sit here. I mean, you've got your centre console here, put stuff in. You've got cup holders. You've got more than you need to be comfortable. You've got some big speakers behind you. You've got a cubby hole there. You've got your light here. It's amazing. Yeah, I think, if I'm honest, quite practical. Anyway, like I said, £700 off Facebook. Don't be scared to buy that project that you really want. This is a dream car for me. I've now achieved my dream. I am very happy. But yeah, it needs work. It needs a bit of TLC. I can live with that. I don't mind because I can do it. I'm not too fussed. And then I think I will move it on. I will have my fun and I will move it on. You don't want to own them forever because inevitably the engine will need work. So, like I said, it's had 10 owners for that reason, I would assume. But anyway, I'll leave that with you. I hope you understand why I was gone for 3 weeks. I do apologise. We'll be back to normal scheduling as of this weekend and next. And I will catch you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed looking around my new toy and project, aside my other 2 projects. A second new car, anyway. It's my first non-90s car, which is a shock for me. But here we are. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, see you soon.